I think the nation needs to mourn this because it's a loss for the nation itself. And certainly it's a testimony of how far we have to go. And understanding how far we have to go is understanding not only what's happening in our own dialogue, but what happens in those who are commentating on this as well. There's a long way that we have to go and understand that. It is certainly, and in some sense, in a sense, because we think we've gone further than we think we have, it's a distraction with all the things we have to deal with. The issues that have to happen in our community, the issues around schools, the issues around real nurturing. We have to find another way in which we transform our relationship with each other as human beings. That's basically it. We have to find a way where we begin to embrace each other in a way that, as Dr. King would say, we are our brothers and sisters keepers. And that's basically it. And we haven't found that. Here we are, a tenth of the way through the 21st century, and we haven't found that. And and a victim of that, and perhaps a victim of all the work that we all should be doing is Trayvon.
What kind of advice or insight can you give to the parents and the leaders like yourself, actors, philanthropists, so that we can build and move forward as a community?
Well, I'm not going to pretend that I have answers, because the incredible thing that's powerful about who we are as human beings is that we find the best in ourselves through the challenges that we have. And we understand that there's a challenge that we have to overcome. And that challenge is going to determine or shift perhaps how we see ourselves. Then we'll come to our task and do the things that we need to do. Of course, there's so many things that I can talk about. We get to isolate this particular incident right here that happened to this young boy. But we can't isolate all the things, historical things that associate with what happened to him at that particular moment. And it's important for us not to isolate that and to understand that we can understand that there's a way in which we have to connect all the dots and put all the dots together. And all those dots suggest that we're not doing the work that we need to do as human beings. And I underline that because it's all of us as human beings. Because once I say human beings, then no one's excluded from the process. Whatever the outcome is, no one's excluded from the process.
Thank you.